Now we're going to take a look at the standing Kimura. The standing Kimura, or the chicken wing, or the figure 4 lock, is basically I'm figure 4ing my arms, and I'm putting his arm behind his back while lifting his elbow up towards his head. Now, in a standing context, maybe he's done an arm drag, or maybe he's ducked under my arm here, and he's taken my back. This is pretty bad here, right? He's taking my back. First thing I do is I'm going to stabilize, I'm going to base out so that I don't get taken down real easily. Now, I take a look at his hands. In this case, I'm going to attack the bottom hand because his hands are palm to palm. If it was the other way, if he was grabbing his wrist, I might push the top hand. Either way, take a look at his hands. Right now, this hand's palm up. I put both thumbs inside and I push down to break it. I grab the wrist with my thumb initially. I wrap the arm and I grab my own wrist and I take my thumb out of the equation. At this point, it's a thumbless grip. How I finish it from here really depends. The basic way that you might want to start is by turning in, lifting the elbow high up, turning. Sometimes you can finish it standing, or if you take them to the ground under control. Now we're here in a standard Kimura position, and I can finish it however I want and get the tap. Here's some of the fine points for this technique. If Richie has me in the rear bear hug here, I've got to take a look at his hands. Right now, if I push the top hand, I'm just tightening his grip. See how they go together? I'm going to be pushing the bottom hand because that's the best chance of breaking it. Now I've got to put my thumbs in here. If I'm just trying to push down with my palms, it's probably going to come off. If I put my thumbs in there, I can break it. Now, if he's grabbing his wrist like a guillotine grip, different people have different theories. Most people say to go for the top. I'm hearing some people now say go for the bottom. In any case, my initial grab is with the thumb because I need that control. I only have one hand on that wrist. I wrap his hand, or I wrap his arm. Now I get that figure 4 and I've taken my thumb out. Because now I don't need that control anymore. I have control. Once I'm here, there's a lot of different ways to finish it. You can definitely finish it standing. Now the key with finishing it standing is you're not trying to go here and put it up behind his back. That's what police hammer lock. It's not going to work against a good person. My goal here is to lift his elbow as high as I can into the air and then turn. See, I barely have to move it at all. Whereas I'm down here, look how far I have to push it. Up here, I can tap him out hardly with doing any work. Sometimes you can spiral them down the way that I did. Another option is to do a sacrifice roll, where here, I insert my hook here on his thigh, and I sit down and flip him over. I try to follow him. We're here. Now, from here, I try to follow him. I generally like to finish this from a north-south position. If you're more comfortable finishing it from a side mount, that's great. And you know what? If you lose it, you were in a pretty bad position. You were standing, the opponent had you in a rear bear hug, and you're now on top on the ground. So that's already a pretty good trade-off. One thing though, this move has dislocated a lot of shoulders, a lot of elbows, broken a lot of bones. When you have your training partner here, don't crank it. It's just you can move so fast standing that you can really hurt somebody. Take it slow and under control. If you don't want your training partner to go out, lift the elbow high up here. Then you can very, very slowly finish it. You know what? If he gets out, you lift up the spar another day, your training partner will thank you for it and have one more training partner.